recently wrote an article about the 5 steps to fast success. Can I ask you, Mike, what motivated you to write the article?
Well, you see, Leanne, over many years, I've been an entrepreneur my whole working life, and I've had the fortunate opportunity to meet the world's most amazing mega entrepreneurs. And if you look at all these mega entrepreneurs around the world, the likes of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and Jack Ma and J.K. These people are amazing people. And, if you look amongst these people, there's a common denominators. And what's important about that is, more now than ever before, over 15, 20 years ago, we weren't able to be in touch with these amazing people. And because of technology, we can constantly keep updated with how they've gone from zero to hero. If you look at the world's most successful people, they want you to model their success. So in other words, what I'm saying is, amongst the very best in the world, you can extract a common denominator on what really takes us from zero to hero. And if you look at the key common denominators, and to all our attendees out there this morning, I'm writing a lot of articles on it. We're interviewing the most amazing people around the world, because our mission at the NSBC is twofold: to help our business owners and entrepreneurs achieve personal success, and to combine that with their businesses and help their businesses to become bigger and more successful and to make more money quicker. So in essence, if we can model the success of others, if we can see what it takes to do that, to see how they're doing that, there is no way that we will have fewer disappointments en route, we will have fewer obstacles en route, and we will speed up our success. So let's take a quick look at what we can do from now before we move on to our networking. First, if you look at the number one thing that they do, they get up insanely early in the morning, most before 5 and many before 4. They want to seize the nation before anyone else. So before sunrise, they reevaluate their short-term, their medium-term, and long-term goals and plan the attack for the day. They start their day laser-focused. These mercurial people are always laser-focused. Importantly, they permanently search for a better way of doing things. They live their journey with persistence, determination, and self-discipline. And that's extremely important. They have unshakable self-belief in whatever they do. They always look on the bright side of life. In this way, they can encounter few obstacles on their route to success. This is very important. They thrive on risk and don't overthink. They don't overthink because the conditions will never be perfect. So they take action. And successful entrepreneurs seize opportunities before the proof of evidence. And that's very important. It allows us to take some risk. They're willing to put in never-ending hours of work themselves. They continue challenging the status quo, which gives them the seeds of vision and, of course, opportunity. And I said to you before, they seize the opportunities before the tipping point. They demand excellence from themselves. They soar with the eagles that fly high. They don't surround themselves with negative people. They surround themselves with positive, like-minded people who can help them on their journey for success. They only focus on what's important. They're not concerned about what's important. They learn to say no to almost everything. They set themselves tough deadlines. They visualize and feel the success before they live it. And they don't throw in the towel, Leanne. They keep moving. They never give up until they achieve of what they want to achieve. And that's the kind of the key ingredients about a successful entrepreneur. And as we know, we at the NSBC are focusing on these key elements and how we can bring them back into our businesses so we can speed up our success, have fewer obstacles. Look, we are going to go through rough patches. We are going to hit the wall. We are going to have failures. But it's imperative as an entrepreneur that we don't stop taking action. We have to embrace failure. There is no perfect curve to the top. And that's so important in the trait of an entrepreneur. And imperatively, we've got to keep thinking big, but let's adopt the magic of tiny steps. Because as soon as we start moving towards our goals, we can start thinking bigger. And imperatively, we've got to love what we do. If we don't love what we do, start learning to love what we do. Because if we don't, we won't be doing this for very long. So Leanne, I can continue a lot more, and I know we haven't got much time. But this kind of messaging is that what we have to use by affirmations every day. And every morning I look at myself in the mirror and I say at 4:30 in the morning, Mike, today you're unemployed. Use what is needed. Use the traits. Get rid of the poor habits. Adopt them with the finest habits. And let's get moving on our journey to success.
Can you highlight some of the key habits that every entrepreneur or business owner should adopt today, Mike?
Focus is imperative. We cannot work on the hand grenade effect. We have to have that sniper effect. And I think where many people go wrong during their journey is that they wake up every morning and they're all over the place for the entire day. We have to be laser focused. Time is the most precious commodity that we have. And this is another way we can speed up our success, is that if we can reevaluate and plan our attack for the day with laser focused precision, we can then, of course, move in a much more fruitful direction. And every day we can achieve the goals that we set out to achieve. And remember something, the number one reason why people will do business with you is quite simply because they like you. It's got nothing to do with your product, your price, your promotion, or anything else. The number one reason is because they like you. So how can we become likable people? First of all, the biggest springboard to success is of course, the biggest springboard to happiness is gratitude. And gratitude we can learn. There are too few people out there who are grateful about life and who they are. And the biggest springboard to success is happiness. And what's important about success is there is no natural talent around success. Success, like happiness, is a choice. You can choose from now to be much more happy and much more successful and achieve much bigger things in life if you choose to do that. But what we've got to do, as I said, we've got to start replacing those bad habits. We've got to replace them with good habits. Good habits that allow us to speed up our success and get us moving in a positive and accelerated direction. And I think that's the essence of success. But if you look at the most successful people in the world, they are extremely customer focused. The customers love what they do. And this is what we've all got to ensure. We've got to ensure that our customers love what we do. Because if our customers love what we do, we can, of course, achieve the objectives that we set out to achieve. Give your customers what they need. Listen to your customers about their needs. Take the pain away from your customers. In this way, of course, you can build a great business. Success favors the prepared. Thanks for that, Paxley. The thing is, and what's amazing about success is that if you look at all the ingredients in the pie that builds into success, you and I both have the same choice to become successful. And I think this is what people have to do every day when they wake up, is to reevaluate their short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. They've got to start doing what's needed to become successful, because people are generally complacent, they procrastinate, they're not prepared to take risk, they're not prepared to embrace risk, they're not prepared to challenge the status quo. You know, this time last year, just before the pandemic started, a little bit longer than this time last year, many of us were facing a different dilemma. And of course, we had to learn to do new things, to try new things, and to make different things happen. And from that side, many of us have. I mean, this time last year, I'd never done a virtual event. I'd never done a Teams meeting. I've never done a webinar. I'd never done anything from an online platform. But we as a team had to forge ourselves forward into doing that. And it's like Salvador says, what wonderful things in the Salvador Dell going to accomplish today. I love that. What is Mike Anderson going to accomplish today? And I tell myself that every day, what am I going to accomplish today? It takes all hard work. It doesn't happen for you. But you know, I say thank you for that, Terence. You know what's amazing about that is, if you want to live an easy life, now guys, we have to remember this. If you want to live an easy life, do the hard things and solve big problems. If you want to live a hard life, do the easy things and solve easy problems. So from that perspective, these are the kind of things that we need to do and start replacing bad habits. What are bad habits? Procrastinating, wasting time, meeting people that we shouldn't be meeting, not taking. The point is, for me, you've got to, like Warren Buffett says, you've got to say no to almost everything. And that is imperative. How many things are we saying yes to all day, every day? We're saying yes to things that we shouldn't be saying yes to. Start learning to say no. The most successful people in the world say no to almost everything. So guys, my encouragement to you this morning is to focus on what works out there. Focus on what's important. Get rid of what's not important. Analyze the important things of what the world's most successful people are doing. And of course, we will set out to achieve that. And it does take all the hard work. You know, people say, well, it's not about the hard work, it's about the smart work. It's about the hard work and it's about the smart work. And that's imperative to the way forward. So guys, we have to focus on that, and we have to adopt these principles. Because, you know, I always say, a business for a family is everything. For our business owners and our entrepreneurs out there, your business is everything to you. And you'll do whatever it takes to stay in business and to build a business. But you know what's amazing about that is you can choose to do that by adopting the principles of success that's worked for so many brilliant entrepreneurs and mega entrepreneurs out there. I spend my day understanding these mercurial people and doing what they do to become successful. Like, you don't need to change the wheel, just model the success of others. Like Bill Gates will say, if you want to be the best panel beater in the world and open up the greatest panel beating shop, model the success of the greatest panel beating business in the world and do exactly what they're doing, and you will achieve similar results. So guys, thank you for that, Rajiv. I appreciate that.
As I came back onto the platform, I just saw that passion shining out of you on small business. And us at the NSBC, you've been, you know, like leading the way for us for the last 13 years. And all that passion that you saw now, everyone, Mike and the team just pour into helping SMEs build bigger and better and more successful businesses. Mike, tell us about the dream of the NSBC and how small businesses can benefit from joining, being associated with, and walking with the NSBC on their business journey.
Well, Leanne, as you know, all we do over the past 13 years, and for me, for the last 30-odd years, is finding what it takes for a person to become super successful as an entrepreneur, and for that person's business to become much bigger and better and to make a lot more money. So if you look at the NSBC, that's all we do every day, is helping our SMEs to grow a bigger and more successful business, and to help and to take care of their families and allow their children to go to school, and for allow their children to be educated. So from that side, you know, if you look at the ingredients that we offer as the benefits, if I tell you and go to our homepage and go to the membership benefit at the top, you'll see all the benefits. Those are the ingredients. Those are the vehicles. The ultimate benefit is what those ingredients can cause your business to do. And research will tell us those are the ingredients that we need to adopt for us to build for business. Yes, for networking platforms. We have the most incredible the search engine gateway now, powered by Google, where all our members can now have a profile on there and get blown out of the sky up the rankings on Google. The virtual exhibit on the business show that get them hundreds of potential prospects and customers and to grow their top line. So all the ingredients which we supply as the benefits are all sponsored by Big Business South Africa. And what we love to say is that the only fee is a tiny fee, which is the activation fee. But this is why, Leanne, we have over 146,000 members, growing at over 3,500 new members a month, the fastest growing organization of its kind in the world. And in fact, we've got nothing to sell anybody. We're here to help others to achieve their dreams. So if anybody wants to hear more, go to our homepage, go to member benefits, take care of the Digital One campaign. It's an incredible opportunity, really, to accelerate your success and, of course, to build a bigger and more successful business. And if you want to chat to anybody in our team, info@nsbc.africa, we would love to engage with you guys and help you to do what you need to do. Shirley, thank you for that. We've got amazing comments coming through from our team, and to all our members out there, It's because of you guys we can do what we do. So we're very grateful. We've got exciting things coming up. We've got a big webinar coming up next Wednesday. So come closer to us. Get closer to us. And let us help you to achieve what you need to do. And all I want to say is to our team out there and to our attendees, all the very best to you on your journey ahead. I know you guys will be super successful, and many of you are already. And thank you for this opportunity of engaging. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
Oh, and thank you so much, Mike. I'm really enjoyed your insights. For those of you who don't know much about the NSBC, what Mike was saying now is we want to walk a journey with you in your business. It can be quite a lonely journey. You can feel isolated at times. We give you those ingredients to help you grow a bigger and better business. There's three main ways that we help, and that is by connecting you with people, events. The opportunities today are absolutely incredible. Then we help you get exposure, like Mike mentioned, the Google search rankings, the exhibits, the listings, the way that we can connect you with other business owners, with possible clients, with partners. That is the exposure that you can get through those various elements that we offer. And then lastly, advice and expertise from industry like giants, from the experts out there. As a small business owner, you often have to like 1,000 balls. You don't have an HR department and a financial department. And what we do is wherever there's gaps in your knowledge, we can strengthen those gaps, and we can be in contact with people that can assist you to grow. And that is really our drive. We want to see a prosperous South Africa. We want to see kids that get education, that go to school. We want to see communities prosper and family. And the way that happens is if small businesses prosper. That is how we bounce back as a country. So, Mike, I think you would totally agree with that.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm going to say one more thing, and I always do. And, I do know it's hard out there, and I do know it's been a tough year for many. And I do know it's been a great year for many. But, as I always say, if you keep moving and you never give up, you'll always arrive at where you want to be. But en route, if you hit an obstacle or if you have a failure, I don't like to call it a failure, I like to call it an obstacle en route. And just remember, look up to the sky and bounce back positively and keep moving, because you will arrive at where you want to be. Remember the 3 Ps: passion, perseverance, and persistence. You have what it takes to be a mega entrepreneur. And I'm very proud of the fact that I've had the opportunity to engage this morning. Thank you again.
Wonderful. All right, everyone, we've taken up enough of your time. If you would like any more information about the NSBC and about how you can, interact with us and engage in these incredible ways, on the floor plan at the top left of the page, you will see the NSBC help desk. You will also see either the avatars and icons of the people that have the NS logo. Speak to them, talk to them, visit our website, as Mike said. So that website is www.nsbc.africa. We will also do a post-event emailer with a little bit more information in. So if you didn't catch it now, don't worry. Watch those inboxes. We'll send it to you. All right, so now it's time for networking. Let's see. Excited to get today going and get that networking going. Let's thumbs ups and emojis. Yes. Okay, there is incredible excitement. What we're going to do now is, for the next 30 minutes, we are going to be a little bit in control of the networking. We are going to try out a this platform called the Shuffle feature. The idea here is so that you can connect with as many people as possible in the shortest space of time. It's going to feel a little bit like speed dating. We're going to give you 10-minute intervals before you will get shuffled to a completely random table. So the talkers out there, give everyone a chance to say hi and what they do, and just share anything that really stood out for you today with what Mike said. And then after those 3 shuffles, then give you the floor, and it'll be open until well after 12 o'clock so that you can connect with people. Introverts out there, there are smaller tables for you if you want to have a more intimate conversation and you don't like the groups talk, the big group setup. The extroverts out there, there are tables of 6 and 4 for you. All you need to do is double click on it. That's how you move. And remember, very importantly, if you meet anyone on this platform, you can share details in the chat. So you can click on their avatar them and share details, take down those details with a paper and a pen, or copy and paste them into a document, because once this event is over, those details are gone. We would, however, recommend that you use LinkedIn. So if you click on someone's little circle, the avatar, it'll bring up a screen. You just click once, and if they have profiles as we instructed, their LinkedIn address should be there. So go and find them on LinkedIn and keep those connections going. And that's it from me. Mike, thank you so much once again. And everyone out there, enjoy this networking time. Goodbye.
Take care.